I
step to do some stuff, but
He doesn't. I mean, yeah,
Listen
yeah. I'm
channel.
not talking
See
about.
y'all.
see ya.
Yep.
Okay, well, welcome everyone to Relocked vs Doctormungmung. We've Relocked playing Globicus and Mecha Maxim versus Mungmung playing Preceptor and Voyaka. In terms of unit lists, Relocked has the Scorcher, Exterminatrix, 2 Crawlers, Destructomite. I don't see any spars. Anyway, 2 Abrogators, 2 Jurors, Moloch Berserker, Hellion, Taskmaster, 2 Squicks, a Hunter, 2 Propo Walkers, and 2 U-Tanks. Those must be what he's using instead of the spars. Because U-Tanks under Maxim, it's only 1 die difference. Meanwhile, on Mungmung's side, we have Explodahawk, Destructomite, Scorcher, Exterminatrix, 2 Crawlers, only 1 Squix, 1 Taskmaster, 1 U-Tank, 1 Abrogator, 2 Jurors, a Facilitator, a Voider, Spyfly, Hunter, 2 Propos, and 2 Spars. Relocked, as you may know, really doesn't like the Facilitator Voider tech, but I do, so there we go. You can see they've just spawned in the new chess clock that we're trying out for this tournament. So that will be, or that looks to be nice and handy. Oh right, buildings. Relocked has 4 media, 2 rec facility, 1 power plant, 1 guard base, 1 ISB, 1 industrial, 1 Mount Terra, 1 UCI. Mungmung, on the other hand, only has 3 media, 2 rec facility, 1 industrial, 1 Conyard, 1 Martian, 1 ISB, 1 Mount Terra, and 2 Triumphs. They were doing the roll-off to see who goes first and second, but I will be honest, I missed it because I was looking at other stuff. Okay, so it looks like Mungmung won the roll-off, which means Relocked picked the map. At least, and yeah, doing River City Rampage. A lot of fun to have 2 destroyers on this map, in my opinion. All maps are, competitive. It just depends on what your particular monster pairing wants out of a map. And I think both of these pairings are fine with River City. I'm still kind of new to it, so I'm not entirely sure myself on what makes a monster pairing like or dislike this map. I just know I like it with Thugrosh Maggie. I like it because it's a very thinky map in terms of setting lines up and blocking lines off and positioning, things like that. I'd say a high skill cap map. It is one of the 2 new maps from the starters, so if you want to play on this map, go get the B or the Annie, the Elemental Hurricaneus. Wind Monk, there we go. An unusual placement there. See, Relocked has put his medias in the normal places, right up until that 3rd media went in where the ISB usually goes. Also a little unusual to have the rec facility off in that corner starting out. Relock side has a more usual opening with the ISB under 2 different medias. Mungmung ran out of medias to block the industrial right there, which is a bit of a shame because, it's a good spot to have building. tech just connected, so well, the other game was basically already done anyway, so I'm expecting them to jump over into the voice chat with me any moment. Well, it might take a while. They might be doing a on-stream rundown of the previous game. You know, what went right, what went wrong, what could have been done better. Because we definitely like to talk strategy here in the Discord. Sorry for the banging. Trying to find a pan cover. Okay. Mung has gone with the normal placement for what I see. Relocked has actually been a little further over to the left than most people seem to. It does let him threaten the double with the media rec, which is the one that most people claim, so it makes sense. I guess I was wrong earlier. Relocked went first. And yeah, fairly standard ISB opening there. I do think Mung should have tried to get his media or his ISB out just so that the Relocked was forced to take one turn taking that instead of taking other buildings. This will be the Squicks. Oh, really? I normally see Mung stack a Squicks behind the Juror just to make it real hard to. Nope. It's still going to be this. It's still what he's going to do, I think. Hello.
Raid, 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 raid. Raid.
We're here.
Oh god.
Raid.
Oh god.
More.
Ba-ding, ba-ding,
More.
ba-ding.
More bedings. We need one more beding.
Yeah,
Who didn't
you all are
make it?
raiding, all right. Party of six.
Raid.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Hey, did I update the title? Is it Relocked vs Mungmung or still
Yes,
something
it
else?
is.
Okay, good.
No, you're good.
So Relocked went first and Mung chose map.
Yes. Yeah, which I guess I had wrong. I thought I saw Mungmung putting out the first building, but I must have missed something.
Alright, I'm gonna download the Invitational, probably? Yeah, I should probably... Actually, no, I have to wait because it has to give me, like, a day before I can record the VOD. The VOD.
You know, you can have OBS set up to both stream and record at the same time.
It takes away my connection and sometimes gets it burby.
Ah.
So it's like, it's better to just stream with better quality and download the VOD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. Maybe I should stop recording then.
I mean, it's more so on like, do you forget to actually download the bot, and then it's just like, yeah,
Yes, yes, I do.
then it's okay to record. Take it from a forgetful person like me. It's okay. One Armadex down, one more Armadex to go.
Yep. Yeah, we just need Gearbox to lose, and then we can put the armored axes into each other.
It's not to wish bad onto Gearbox, it's just to wish bad onto Armadex.
Yeah, it's not because it's Gearbox, it's because they're both playing armored axe.
Nobody
Because the
likes
field is
Armadex.
25% Armadax right now.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
hate it.
Alright, I'm gonna hop out for a bit. You guys keep commentating.
Okay.
Oh boy.
No, I refuse.
Well then
It'll
stop
just
the
be
stream.
a silent game.
I have nothing to say.
I mean, I've done it before because I was busy with other stuff.
Whoa!
Wow.
Boy, he hit! Wow. I assume this is a blast from
Yeah, that's just shooting
Blob
the
into the
crawler.
U-tank?
No, this is
no, that's
Glob
Mega.
blasted the extern that was on the power zone.
Okay.
Mecha Maxim blasted the crawler that was on the power zone. So Mung Mung only powers up for 2 here, which is lower than he usually expects to power up for on this turn.
Yeah, I mean, he's still at 7 power dice, so it's not terrible.
No, he's at 5, so he already grabbed his 2.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, he had 3 from the insurance scam, and then he
Oh,
powered up.
gotcha.
Yeah, so he's in an interesting spot. He's only going to get 1 power attack off regardless, and he's going to cap at 3 damage unless he does something really fucking weird.
Yeah, I almost expect him to just, like, screen up and shoot.
That wouldn't be out of the question, and it's not a terrible thing to do specifically to Glob.
No, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Is just have both of your monsters ping Glob, and it's like, well, I've got 7 boost on the first blast and 6 on the second, so.
Yeah.
That does not look like it's what he's doing.
Nope, that is definitely
He's
not
trying to
what
get
he's
in
doing.
on Mecha Maxim. Maybe.
That would be hard
Well, if he
to do.
takes the secondary battery shot on the building, he's getting 7 boost dice. You know, it's not Cybercon doing it, but
Yeah, but if he was doing that, he would need to have Voyaka where Percy is, because Voyaka would have to be the one that goes in. So it can't be a secondary bat on the building.
unless he's shooting the Tokyo.
Yeah, I don't know. All we can do is sit here and wait to find out. I would assume he's going in on the guard.
He's shooting the guard base with Voyaka because he has the destabilizer die set aside.
Yeah, okay.
And then he's doing 3 diagonal steps with Percy.
Yeah, so that's what I figured was happening, but
and I mean that's Maxim straight into hyper at the outset if this actually works.
Yeah,
so.
Which is honestly a terrible position for Maxim and a fantastic position for Mungmung. But
But I think he just missed.
That's a 5 out of 7. So I don't think he has pen, does he? No.
No, not until hyper. He trades destabilizer for pen.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I mean, this is still you
that.
take a couple of steps with Percy to put him into the pocket.
Yeah.
Did fucking Relock just luck sack again with his Maxim positioning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll poop you up at night.
I mean, that shot was only a 78.
Yeah, that was
only a 78.
That was still better than nothing. It's better than 50. 3 out of 4 times that should work. This just happened to be the 4th.
I mean, that's closer to 4 out of 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
Bold
You're
of
right.
you to bring logic into Monbach dice.
Especially
This
on the
isn't
TTS.
logic, it's statistics. There's a difference.
Yeah, anything less than a 95 is risky.
So presumably he intends to put a unit where that so that it's screening both of them, or hopefully 2 units.
Mm-hmm. Well, but then he also needs something on the PowerPoint next to Voyaka.
Yeah, but that's the. I mean, he might want to just snag that anyway. Although I don't know what units he's brought to see if that's. Well, okay, no, he's got a facilitator for it. He can get a unit wherever the frick he wants.
Exactly.
Wait, why did he spawn the juror for that? What?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's
Wait,
Seems like a
was
waste
that...
of at least 1 die.
No, that had to be the juror and the abrogator held the industrial complex so the crawler could get up there.
Mm,
But he already
probably.
has the industrial down in the corner.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he does.
never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he just forgot he was already holding an industrial.
For later.
Yeah, like if he had the extra die, why not just be proactive and get it out?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
They're both destroyers, so they're not getting to each other's back secures.
No, I mean, from there. Well, no, I guess you don't have any of the neutrals, so you can't really get a spy fly up there. So you're still looking at a 4 on the hunter. God, that combo just wrecks units.
Yeah, but it is like 4 dice
Mm-hmm.
to get 1 unit gone. It guarantees the unit's gone if you really need it, but
Yeah. Or if you have nothing else to do with it.
yeah.
Sorry, Gatsby, but that's kind of where we were in our game when I used it on you.
Yep.
I
I mean, if you can guarantee a hit, you might as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, my hunter failed multiple times, I think, when we played, so...
I think it only failed the one.
Oh, okay. It hurt my soul.
Yeah.
Felt like multiple times.
Well, I think that same unit turn, something else failed you, and maybe...
Oh, it was probably my Explodohawk.
Yeah, I think your Explodahawk failed you. I think that actually failed you twice.
Yeah.
Once the turn the hunter failed you, and once that, like, last-ish turn with the when we were all clustered on that west side of the map, I think it was.
I feel like the past couple games my units have not been doing so hot.
Well, throw one of them in a blender to teach the rest a lesson.
Just turn them into toxos that way.
Is Preceptor the only repeated destroyer monster? Oh no, there's 2 Mecha Maxims. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, I'm actually shocked that Twisted is the only Maggie.
I'm kind of surprised at that too.
Yeah.
I mean, part of why I brought her is because I figured I would need her to use Thugrosh because other people would be objecting me. If
I think
for
a lot
no
of
other
people just
reason than
don't
everyone
like.
knew I would be bringing Thugrosh.
I think a lot of Destroyer players were expecting to play into the Annie Armadax pairing,
Yeah,
which doesn't care about objection.
true.
I mean, Annie's Alpha has Blitz, but yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely why you're bringing Annie.
Yeah, when I was building the my list, it was all aboard the Smashed Axe train. So that's kind of why I left Magistrate on the sidelines.
Yeah, I think it was a lot that people were really expecting, like
I
with
don't know. I
Gearbox and
have
Deep both qualifying. Maggie's just not great in Armor.
I don't know. Between Thugrosh Maggie, I have Summon and Extrude. I can put screens wherever the hell I want or need.
Which
Yeah, it's
is
kind of
really
curious
helpful into
though.
Brawl Beatback.
Hey, that only matters once he hits Hyper.
So half of his health, half of his long health track.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, Magistrate's kind of an interesting monster the way it shakes out. Like it reminds me a lot of Ares Mothership in that like you have this like monster scary alpha, but the hyper form is like a little bit trickier to use because you got like no screen clearing, no, you're just like kind of I don't know. I always feel claustrophobic when I got Magistrate down when it gets to hyper.
Oof.
Yeah,
That
Maggie
line was
doesn't have a
actually
1v1,
if anybody's
so
paying
she needs to go down
attention
first.
to the game.
What happened?
That was ISB the industrial for a rec facility and then recycled the screen. So now Voyak is going to be taking 6.
Oh
Yep.
dear. It might be more than 6.
Yeah,
It
JK.
might be.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it might be 8. Well, no, he can't leave Mecha Maxim there though.
Yeah,
He's
no,
gotta
he
go
needs
one
to move
back.
Mecha back one for that.
He just does a step first, right?
Or after.
I mean, he
either
can
way.
or after, yeah. Like literally any point. And he's gonna actually it's 9 because he's getting super damage off of it. He's getting death sentence off of it.
Yep. Yeah, he would
This
be.
is disgusting, actually.
This is Boyaka to 2.
Oh, hey, that's why he spawned that juror. Now we know.
Apparently, yeah.
This is just him deleting.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's 8.
Holy shit.
3 and another 6. Jeez.
Oh man. Oh.
This is why I figured Boyaka needed a double screen there.
Yep, that's it.
So it's gonna be real hard for Mungmung to win this now.
Okay.
I would say it's totally possible. Like this is pretty much over, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, no. At this point,
Ooh.
Mungmung needs multiple 90 misses. Does Relocked have the guard base right now?
No, he is not. Why?
Well, maybe.
Yeah, pray for misses. That's
That's
Yeah.
what you got.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess this is more just the go for a monster kill, go for your breakers, and then concede.
I mean, you might be hard pressed to get a monster kill.
He might.
Although, I mean, to be fair, he can get an easy like 3 damage on Glob without having to worry about dice, like every turn.
yeah.
Well, until Glob hits Piper, then he goes up to 8, doesn't he?
I mean, but like big game pen and then secondary batteries gun.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So what I would be looking at doing here is you walk Voyaka just straight across. Walk through the fire, go to 1 because it doesn't matter. Shoot Glob, throw Mecha Maxim into Imperial,
+2
plus your
unit.
Robo,
Yeah.
and then you can body slam Glob into like the rec facility to get him at a alpha.
I hate the split,
Yeah.
but it might be necessary.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see much else you can do right now.
So the split is less about actually getting damage in. It's to get rid of the double.
Yeah.
It wrecks Brett's power base like pretty much for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
He has to rely on Abros for power generation.
Yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with the play.
Can we talk about Abros real fast? Like, is everybody still shitting on my meme dreams of the Abro swarm?
I don't know what anyone's talking about. Avro swarms are great.
So he's not doing the exact play we talked about.
Like, what if I have 5
No.
aggregators standing on my deployment zone on the back line? You can't disrupt that.
I mean, yes, you can. You just never roll power dice.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Hello.
what are we playing our game?
Hey, Nick, before I forget, what was up with that one turn where you stepped with Dajan 7 times and never advanced?
I did.
Nah.
No.
You
You only
crossed the
need
board
you
with
only
all the
need
steps and never did
Yeah.
advance. You could have saved like 4 dice that turn.
Wait. Wait, are you talking about when I was in the left corner and then going up to Hondo to kill him?
Yeah,
Or sorry,
the
doing
yeah.
4
turn
damage?
did 6 damage on Hondo.
Wait, if I was...
You could have gotten there in 3 dice and
Jam.
did it in 7.
Did I just go like brain dead or something? Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looked
You
like to
awesome.
us.
never made an advance. You just stepped across the whole board.
Okay, so that was like the biggest flex then.
Yeah.
You're not
I
wrong.
know, I felt kind of proud with that monster split and doing that. I didn't realize I kind of just like went brain dead for a turn there.
Oh no, that line was super clean. That's what we were all talking about doing. You just did it in a very janky, dumb way.
1, 2.
The other thing is, you could have repaired in front of
What is
Cass.
wrong with me? I just counted out again.
Dude, that's what we were saying. Yeah, I don't know. It's
I
weird.
mean, we were all very confused, Nick.
Oh, okay.
I would actually say you're kind of unlucky you had the dice to do that, because if you didn't, you'd have probably realized it.
You know, maybe I just assumed that. I don't know. All right, what was the other thing you're saying, Marin?
There was a turn where you could have put up a building in front of Cass and you would have avoided an attack.
Yeah, so I was like at that point right here. You're talking about like where Castle's like here and all this stuff.
I'm not in your
Can't
game,
see it.
but
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Going on that we're watching.
Yeah, I knew I was trying to do that, but the problem was like sending the unit up, and that same turn I had to kill Hondo, right? So I couldn't command a.
It was well before that. I'm pretty sure.
No, this is before that.
Yeah.
This is the spot where the Tokyo Triumph was, wasn't it?
Yeah, and Cass was
Yeah.
in that spot in front of that Triumph for like 2 turns.
Yeah, and that
So-
was. I remember I had a I was thinking the same thing, but I thought I used the command aid, but some other.
I think it was. I think you wanted to do other stuff with your units, and you didn't want to use the extra actions necessary.
Oh
to get
yeah,
up
and I'm
there.
like,
Yeah.
I want to get power, and like, if I take 2 damage, I don't care, right? As long as I live for that 1 extra
Yeah.
turn, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and you were
Yeah, I
doing
think-
an ignite. You were already igniting that turn anyway. Like there
Okay,
were
yeah.
there were reasons why, but like
Yeah.
it was just like, oh, this would have been like a pretty clean screen for Cass.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I had power to chain turns,
Yeah.
because I figured that's what it was going to boil down to, was me just chaining like 3 turns in a row to win the game. Right, and I
And
was
then-
like, make sure I have like 5 to 6 power every turn. I get like nice punches and stuff, and close it out that way.
And then final question: when are we playing our match for Gag?
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, so I'm playing your pairing just because.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have you listed in the sheet as your pairing is Marin.
Oh sweet. All right, awesome. All right, perfect.
Yeah, so we're both playing Grizzy Taharka.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Look, you chose it, Nick.
No, Marin chose it. I'm playing what Marin's playing.
Yeah, exactly. You chose to play what Marin's playing, so you chose it.
Marin threw the first stone.
Honestly, I don't know why people keep blaming me for their mistakes.
I still can't believe I stepped
Because
7
it's
times
easy.
without walking up.
That
So
was
dumb.
such a
What
fucking
the fuck is
funny
wrong
turn.
with me? Holy shit. Okay, so that would have been like way more of a blowout then, if that were the case.
Yeah, it would have.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
You might have even been able to chain.
Yeah.
It
Let's
probably
look
would
at
have been
that.
the correct move.
I wouldn't
but-
have to. I wouldn't have to rely on the whole command A ignite play. Yeah. And I could have ran cast to a safe position on the right side of the board where Armored Axe would never ever get me.
Catsby,
I mean, you
think
could
the
have
only
done that
damage-
anyway.
But I
You
could have
could've
done
just-
it like sooner.
Yeah.
No, I was bloodthirsty.
Catsby, I think the only damage Mecha's taken is the.
Yeah,
So
I literally realized right after I sent that my internet is just so slow that it was just like stalled out at 10.
Well, no.
Like, what is going on here?
In your defense, you posted it and then they did the damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
You-
not necessarily my internet. Great.
Oh yeah, so Mike, I did my part. Yeah.
I think he stepped away for the moment, or it just is
Yeah,
muted.
dude, 1 dax down. No, I'm like doing laundry and shit. I'm not far.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to do your part here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, man. I think I have a pretty good idea. I think I sent you some stuff, but I actually want to go over.
I need to
a
go over
few
that. I'm
things
sorry.
with you. Yeah.
Maybe I
Because
know.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna play Carnage Corners if he goes first.
Oh, are we talking about the play?
He goes second. Yeah.
Well, remember this is
I
part of the
think
old
if
rule,
he-
so he can't select map, right? Like this is the old.
No, that's what I mean. If I go first and he picks Carnage Corners, I think I have like a really, really strong start.
Is it that thing that you sent me, or is there any alterations to it?
No, I think I sent you the most updated one.
Okay, let me.
It's like a turn 1 into turn 2, and I think I just need to aggressively cycle into unit turns. Because
Pick up
I'm
that back line.
assuming, like I was watching the deep, because Deep Kaiju and Gearbox, they're like the same meta, right? So they'll probably have like similar.
Yeah, they're very
play
passive. Very passive. Unit
Right.
turns.
Yeah,
Very
so if
strong
he's trying to
fundamentals,
like,
though.
if he's trying to bully me with those types of like when he did that cheesy, it's just really easy to punish them with disruption, which my list brings plenty of.
Yeah.
And I think if I can get unit turn priority and make sure I have like a really rock solid power base, I should be able to like cruise through on that one. So Hurricaneus is a lot different than Hondo, but in other ways.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Not
Never
gonna
would
lie,
have
I
seen
thought-
that coming.
I would have rather played into Hurricaneus that game.
So yeah, I mean, I was kind of looking at that. You have to deal with a much higher defense, but I have a flying monster to get around air superiority, and like Hurricaneous gets punished so much harder if you do manage to find a way in.
Well, it's
Like
one of the most
she's
spiky maps too, right? So like Hurricaneous is not like spiky.
Right.
What? Wait, did you just say Hurricaneous is not a spiky monster?
No, doesn't like
In
spiky.
terms of damage,
Doesn't like to be spiked.
Doesn't like to be spiked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Carnage Corners is one of the
She's
most spiky
susceptible
maps
to being
around.
spiked.
Right, like Carnage Corners, I think, is the most spiky map.
Yeah, it
maybe
has.
I think so. Yeah.
So Oblit has more reliable access to doubles, but Carnage has more like spikes.
There's so many body slammed into throws on this map.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
Yeah, it's got Carnage Corner has cleaner, easier to read lines. They just disappear faster than Oblit if you're actually paying attention to Oblit.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then I'm not gonna lie, I still don't know what map I want to go to, but like I really, really feel like I want to go to Isles. I think he'll just like lose his mind.
He's
with
played very cleanly on Isles.
Hurricaneous is pretty nice on Isles.
I think Downtown might be your best bet. Actually, you kind of just do what I do, where you split them apart, beat down Hurricaneous, and run away. Right, like you have faster monsters too. Like Dinah can just bail.
Yeah. You think Downtown beat down?
I think Downtown has a pretty good matchup, assuming you
I
can
think
crack
not
open
Isles
Hurricaneous.
is a good choice.
Not Isles. I read his friggin' article on Isles. He's like, this isn't a competitive map. Like, if I can beat Armadax on the volcano, like...
Well, he's got that about River City, too, if you want
to... I don't know if I'd play River City.
No, Annie likes River City.
I don't want to do... There's nowhere safe to stand in fucking River City. I hate that map.
I love that map.
I like that map,
I just look at it and I'm like, well, I guess I'm dead.
I like that map, too, but like I referenced earlier, both my monsters can make screens.
Suplex on that map is so beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I love that map for it. Yeah, I think
Downtown Beatdown, that's a new one, right? What's the old one's called? I don't even remember. Oh, Destruction Junction.
Yeah, I don't know if you want that.
Beatdown is good just with all the buildings. A lot of damage for Armadax is good.
Well, and you can play this game where if he's not going to commit any of his monsters, if he plays very passive, you can just use Dinah and shit just to kind of bum rush and disrupt, right? Like you can kind of strong
pen on power and brawl, and you've got like Weapon Master to really mess with Annie if you need it. Like
you have some options. Prior to Abrogators, I would never say that, right? Like don't pick that map because Protectors will just wipe you. But Abrogators and Jurors just give you so much more, just like turtle up and just screw around with their power base and wait for them to commit.
Just exactly what I said when I first saw those two.
Yeah,
I looked
Protectors
and
really
said,
can't commit too much.
Destroyers are still useful.
Yeah, but even on that map, like Protectors really can't commit that much to like being disruptive because you only have the 1 or 2 command apes and you can't just keep launching stuff up without it getting killed too, unless you give them a very obvious lie. But Jurors are very, they're beefy enough to stop that. So, I'll be right back.
Not sure. I go back and forth on what map I want to play on. I'm so I don't know. I can't decide.
Yeah, honestly, I never
Volcano
know what map
would just be so beautiful. It would be so beautiful to take down a turtle on a volcano.
Yeah.
That's the other thing is I don't know how well he can generate power on that one.
Fine. Once again, I've watched him play on it. It's fine.
Yeah, he played Keto on Isles and just completely destroyed him.
I mean, it was also Keto, but...
I know, it was also Keto, but...
Right. Maybe it is Downtown Beatdown.
I don't think that's a wrong decision, per se.
No, I know. It's just... It's sad. I do like Downtown Beachtown a whole lot better than Obliteration Boulevard, though.
Yeah.
Although, do I need Obliteration Boulevard? Wait a minute. Maybe I go that one so I can actually fucking participate in the unit game as Detroit player.
Yeah, that is also a consideration.
That is a valid thought there.
So on
Isn't
a
it, Rob?
lot of maps, if you have the Extermin Spar, you can actually blow up most of the doubles outside of River City and downtown Relay.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But does that help me or hurt me? That probably helps me.
This is not looking good for Mung Mung.
No. I think he gets the monster kill on Maxim, but this is on.
Yeah, he should
Probably.
absolutely get the monster kill on Maxim.
Yeah, the monster kill on Maxim looks pretty easy. The question is what you do about Glob. And I don't.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you're gonna do anything about
you
Glob
kill
here.
Maxim and then concede.
Mm-hmm.
What are the health totals left? Because I had to step away from my computer. I'm just on voice.
10 on
Percy's at
Preceptor,
10.
3 Mac,
Glob is...
and full Glob.
There we go. Yep, that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Jesus. Voyak's down?
Yeah,
Voyak is down. Yep.
Yep. It looks like Relocked is gonna chain into another monster turn.
Mm-hmm.
Gross.
Which will
And
probably
if he does it right, he might be able to put Maxim where he can't take 3 damage.
Well, I guess it depends on what he does. I assumed he would just take damage with Maxim and deal 6 to Percy.
Even that's a little bit wonky with the placements.
Well, he wouldn't be able to get out of... Yeah, I mean, placement-wise, he has to get to Percy's other side with Mecha, and then throw up to the UCI, and Glob has to be there to do either into the wreck or the media.
Oh, I thought he was just going to throw, like, straight up to the wreck because he's going to be at full.
Yeah, that doesn't leave you... Well, I guess you could then throw down to the
Glob
UCI and it'd
with
be fine.
improvised weapon. Yeah, and just throw him down to the...
Yeah. And you don't really have anywhere to leave Mecha that doesn't give a 2 damage line, so...
Percy Glob 1v1. Interesting.
I mean,
1v1 with Percy at 5 and Glob at full.
Yeah, I think it'll be Percy at 4 and Glob at full.
Oh, well. That sucks.
Yeah.
I got 8 health. You can pull it off.
Just
Get him with the
After
envelope.
8 health, right. Is that what we're pretending here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glob's totally an 8 health monster.
He's not at all at 12 health.
No, I didn't know it was Relock's turn.
Yeah.
Dude, new Galapagos is so fucking awesome.
He's sweet. He feels just so much more honest.
Yeah.
And yet he's still incredibly rude.
That perfect balance.
He's throwing him to the double for the fucking...
Oh. I didn't even see that line. Or rather, I saw it, I just discounted it. But yeah, no, that works.
Holy shit.
guess Mecha Maxim's not dying.
I mean, Percy's in hyper.
But
I would.
Yeah,
I would take
you
the
can
damage and kill
absolutely
first.
kill him.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't have to take damage. He's got
He's got rapid fire. You could just shoot him twice.
Yeah.
I thought you had 3 health for a second there.
No, he had to take one to go in.
Yeah.
Like that.
But I mean, personally, I would just take the damage and.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
so would I.
Get casual 8 damage. It's okay.
Sad part is it's like the second time that's happened in this game.
Yeah, the first time it was 9 damage because he got thrown into what I'm assuming is an accidental death sentence.
Yeah.
I thought Mungmung played this map a good bit too.
Mungmung got a really brutal building miss on his first monster turn because that would have been maxed to 5 to start the match.
Yeah. Just dump all of it, Mungmung. It doesn't matter. You're not taking another turn.
He might be thinking about like shooting something.
Yeah.
And like to be fair, he actually could take another turn.
But he could chain. It's just what would be the point. You're not. I don't even think you're taking blob to hyper.
Right. Just guarantee your monster kill and just take it. Right.
Even if I were to shoot something first, I think I would kill Mecha and the 2 units and then shoot the crawler. Because no, Relock doesn't have a snatcher to do the extinguish ignite play.
The spitter, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What are they doing?
I don't know. I mean, shooting twice. He's death 9 though.
Yeah, if there was like a Mogroth in play,
sure,
it's a different story. But
if he still had Voyaka, sure. But he's death 9. Just guarantee your kill.
That was a fun sound.
Yeah, sorry. Is that even a hit?
That's an 8.
At least remember to fission. Oh wait, fission doesn't matter because you're next. Oh, he might have done the shot and then waited to see if he needed to step in to get the kill.
I did see that he left 3 dice off to the side.
I mean, it's still like risky.
Yeah. Could have just taken the damage.
It wound up being exactly the same play, but he burned a bunch of clock and a bunch of white dice that he didn't need, and a bunch of dice that he didn't need to.
And a bunch of reds. Because now you're trying to hit, again, a 9 on this, which, okay, looks like you did, but...
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just barely. And he gets 2 dice back for this. There we go.
Well,
3? Why does he get a 3rd?
2 units and Mecha Max.
Oh, yeah, 2 units and Mecha.
And then also a siphon, so it's actually 4.
Yeah, Mike, where are all those circles moving up on the opposing side on that picture?
I have to check the picture again, but I think the circles are like where I can reach with hunters and berserkers. So I'm marking out how deep I can get in. With like Taskmaster, because it's so hard for destroyers to dig into the backline right now. But I was trying to make sure that I have like a good plan of where I can get to. If you do what you can.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, man, that's some really weird securing on Gearbox's end.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's just like where I can go and things to look for. So with that, I think it puts me at the biggest advantage is going first on Carnage. I'm kind of hoping that it shakes out that way.
The big thing is just make sure he doesn't get a tech shift, because if he can kill that brute and then
it does actually doesn't work because the way that he's positioned, a pedestrian can't move through him.
Where are you seeing this picture?
I was saying with the Hurricaneus, but then again, you need something to swat into the brute anyway, which I guess there's nothing within swat range unless you take that power spot. But Armax can't even get to that power spot on the right hand side anyway, so it'd be relatively safe.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a looking at right now, Nick. Look at it closely and tell me if I'm wrong. If there's any way to clear it.
Yeah.
Where's this picture? I want to see it.
It's been DM'd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because they don't.
Yeah, send it over. Send it over.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I hate Discord so much.
Oh my god. Just unit killed Percy.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
What a fucking move.
There's that.
Okay, well, that's a hell of a picture.
Yeah. Have fun figuring out what's going on.
Right?
Where's Gearbox's corporate headquarters? Come on. Where's that?
Why would anyone bring that?
Because Cloak is actually coming in clutch here.
Yeah, I know.
That or power project.
Oh yeah, that ability that the Armadax has.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's funny you guys say that. I'm actually looking at putting the corporate thing back into my list. I think one media maybe comes out.
Yeah, the corporate HQ. Isn't that what the privateer building is now?
Yep.
I mean, it's a trash building enough that if you have to throw it in the midfield, it doesn't feel bad. And if you throw it on their side, it doesn't feel horrible because they're probably not used to running it anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're not going to think to grab it. Are you kidding?
And if you're playing Percy, too, that kind of feels pretty good.
That's insane.
I mean, with Percy in particular, right, like, that's the monster that I would think about putting that down with. The thing is that there's, like, now with all of these pointers and divination and stuff, I'm like, the cloak disabling is, there's just so much of it.
Yeah, the only counterplay I see, and it's not even, like, a good counterplay, is if he ever decided to do a rampage, like, stepping up and then rampaging through. But if you just made that combustible building, that really deters that.
Well, it's not only that, but it's to protect against, like a really strong opening. It's like it just neuters the opening. Like he can get there, sure, but it's not
just to work for it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's if he sees it. Like he's gonna look at that and his brain's gonna melt.
And also, like, neither of those monsters is lined up for a double either.
Right.
Right. Which is the other big thing, because there's just so many of those on Carnage.
Well, Percy's lined up for a double, right?
Oh yeah, you're getting the Percy.
It's not a feasible double. And it's into your own back line, granted. I don't know if it actually cares.
Yeah, but he can't get there. That's the thing. Yeah, he can't get there. And if I split from that into an aggressive unit turn and start disrupting his power.
Like the only other thing I could see is if he rams the building to your left and then throws up into the double. Right, like that's assuming he's powering up for enough to even throw you up into a double anyway.
The parrying here is
that's throwing him back throwing Mike back into his own double, which is going to be more spaces at that point.
Yeah, it is his Dax though. Like he just doesn't give a shit as long as he's won the damage trade. That's enough.
But
then again, he needs what? You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power minimum just to get to the double, plus whatever you dump into hitting the building in the first place.
-3, right? Because
and plus however many steps you need to get to that building in the first place too.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just that's not a.
It's rough.
Okay, it's feasible if you like don't play the game and you give them an Industrial, Mount Terra, and give them no medias, like, sure. But you're trying to help them out at that point, I would imagine.
So what are they doing here in the Mung Relock game?
Dicking around.
Kind of what it looked like.
Yeah, the game's over.
I saw them rolling dice though. I was like, what am I missing here?
No, that's Mung Mung like talking about right now he's talking about, I'm pretty sure his opening
Last turn?
that whiffed.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I was gonna say it looked to be about the same dice he rolled on that last turn, so.
That would be a pretty nasty call out if you beat him on his own map.
Well, it might convince him that Armadax is no longer a feasible clutch. I meant.
Armadax is always a good clutch.
Quick and brutal.
I meant.
Yeah, that first miss really really messed you up there, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it looked like it.
But that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then missing the reclamation play was the
Yeah.
other key thing. But
Yeah, you really need to have double screen there, but that's hard to see.
yeah.
Yeah, that was less like a misplay on your part than more just like a bit of play on Brad's.
Yeah.
Like, I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's mildly annoying because I've seen him do it plenty of times, but it just was not on my radar. And doing that, I would have had to give up on the shot on the power plant, which I needed to do.
Yeah.
So. But I wasn't expecting to win this one anyway, so I got a monster kill. That's something.
Hey, I wanted you to win this one.
I wanted to
No,
win
and
too.
that opening move with the to put Mecha Maxim into 5. I mean, I was all about that play.
Yeah,
I like
it
that
was
a
a good
lot. I think
try.
that would have put you in a really strong position.
Oh my
The other
god,
way.
I cannot hear what the hell you're saying.
Oh, am I underwater?
You're back now.
You're back
You
now.
aren't now, but you were.
Okay. Sorry.
Damn it.
Yeah, I was saying I think like that was the big decider in the game. Like I don't think Mung Mung misplayed anywhere. He just like took a slightly risky line and got punished.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah,
he,
I don't
like,
know what that's like at all. That's never happened to me before ever.
Yeah, not even into this exact player.
Right, yeah, or then in the last Invitational, I think, was it? That didn't happen at all. I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
No. That last Invitational game, that was spicy. That was the first time I got to experience 3 power attacks. Oh.
I said it as a joke, but
Right, yes. No, I remember that one now. Oh, that was a good one too.
I said it as a joke, but I did joke that, maybe you just take 2 pot shots at Glob and pass, and everyone was like, that might actually not be a bad move.
Getting damage on the shooting monsters that the destroyers have are actually pretty good to counter, like not necessarily counter, but to play into Glob, because they can be like, oh, you're gonna rely on unwieldy and steady. I'm just gonna shoot you a bunch.
Gonna shoot you until you don't have them anymore, and then we'll
we're
see.
playing a normal game.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shoot Glob twice, green up, and force Mecha to break through, and then punish.
How you like
Foxy,
being
what do you
Def
want us to do about
6?
recording?
Yeah.
Do it.
I just screenshotted and sent Nick a.
Yep, I'm doing it now.
Okay.
I'm doing it now. Hit before 12. Before 12.
I assume your game went well for you after that Ignite play, Nick?
Yeah, apparently stepping 7 times and not walking.
Yeah, that was a choice.
Yeah,
You know, I think like we were talking about something, and I think like it just slipped my mind because like I went back and then I don't know, I just assumed that I walked, and I'm like, oh, this is fine. Like, okay, it's really dicey, and he's like, he even comments like, yeah, it's a dicey move. I'm like, yeah, it's a dicey move. Like I was completely sold on it.
Yeah, I
Also,
think like
what the fuck happened when he threw you without moving?
Oh, so okay, that was all kind of jacked. So he did move up out of the fire, but then when he repositioned down, like it was all that suplex movement shit that happened, he put it back down into the fire, and he assumed that he was in the fire.
Oh, he
thought that he threw me standing in the fire still.
Okay.
Because when he put the monster back down, he put it back there. And I didn't even. I was like, oh, like sure. I mean, to be fair, it'd been better there because it's fucking closer to me to punch him. But
Right? Yeah. I was looking at that. I was like, ooh, you should have just left him there. I guess.
Yeah. Like, I'll just go chase him down. But God, I can't believe I stepped 7 foot. That is fucking embarrassing.
You also made the exact same mistake that I made in the finals, and you like rightly called me out on, so I called the fuck out of you for it.
Wait, which one?
Yeah.
When
you chained.
You chained back, yeah.
Yeah, when
you could have just punished the chain and.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I just wanted to scare him a bit.
Yeah. That like I did the same thing against Gearbox, where I'm like, I have the dice to come at you, so like think hard. But we were both wrong each time. Like both of us made the same mistake.
So the only thing I did like about it, that you know, if I fucking did step 7 times, and if I actually had the dice to like make the total seem a bit, you know, more skewed. My plan there was just to get him into the 2 damage, do the ignite, do another ignite, and then burst him down the following turn. That was like my only justification there.
So like this is because I saw the board stay right after he moved, but you
Yeah.
had a 5 damage option on it, like pretty cleanly on that turn.
Mm-hmm.
So if you'd taken the 10 dice unit turn into that, right, you still would have had the same positioning because he couldn't have gotten out of it. And then you
would
just
have first monster turn though.
No, you had monster prio at that point, right? Because you would take units following his monsters.
Yeah. So he would
have had to take the same monster. The chain, same chain.
Oh
that he
yeah.
did.
Yeah, because he had 8 die. He had 8 dice in his monster pool still at that point. So
Yeah.
like, there's no way he's taking a 2 die unit turn.
I mean, it worked out just fine. Like you found a line within it. It's just I would have just taken the. Now I am just taking the 10 just to like.
Well, because my game plan went to splitting. I'm like, I'm just gonna
I saw that.
Fail my other monster and like chase me.
Yeah, come fight me over here.
It forced me to play like that rather than kind of like go to unit turn and just keep focusing down 1, which admittedly actually did like trick him out a lot actually, because he sat there for like 4 minutes. He's like he kept like counting out the move up, and then it wasn't working and went down. So like it was the unexpected play that I think threw him off too.
That's fair.
And like your dodge on placement was like choice all game.
Oh, dude, suplex is so fun. I was like, oh, do I trade an action die to get the power die from squishing the Exo? Yes, I do. John, sweet.
Putting that on a fucking alpha is stupid.
Listen, we all just have to accept that Zavod is a B tier monster who can summon Sparse into fires and move on.
So any mistakes from my game? Anyone get anything to chew me out for?
I mean, once you did 9 damage in a single turn, like, I don't think any mistakes matter.
That's fair.
I still don't like that pocket that you put Maxim into in the beginning. You just didn't get punished for it. The way
Yeah, no, it was bait. Like that was very much the game plan. I was like odds are I'm about to take 5 here, but yeah, I just didn't like. I could have pocketed in like up a little bit more, right, and like blitz something into place. And I thought about that too, but
yeah. Well, Boyak is a pedestrian, isn't he?
Sure is.
Yeah, so he couldn't pop those buildings to be the one to lead the attack anyway.
Yeah, that was part of my thinking, is that like it's going to be really expensive to come and like attack me at all. And so then the attacks are going to be like real dicey, and a miss here kind of gives me the game.
Which is exactly what happened.
But like if Mungmung had hit both of those there, like I'd have been scrambling. So it's a fair criticism.
Well, and Mungmung, you had 2 whites left after all that, right? So instead of stepping down with Boyaka, if you'd step back.
Yeah, if I stepped back, I might have been able to screen her better.
Well, Blob wouldn't have been able to throw you down. He could have only thrown you left, right, and up. Well, I guess from your perspective, he couldn't have thrown you up. He could have thrown you left, right, and down. So he wouldn't have been able to put you into the building like he did.
Well, he went up this way, then that way, so...
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. If, let me change my color.
Yeah, grab a color.
If, yeah, so you went from, like, here to here. If instead you had come back over here, he couldn't throw you this way.
This is good. The building to Boyaka's side here was already down.
Yes.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was already
so you needed to get down here.
Yeah, I was already feeding on this for improvised weapon. Right? That's how I got like a real clean early turn.
But even then, a unit over here is outside of the rec facility range, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5.
So, yeah, this was the wreck up here.
So.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it would have been out of the rec facility range. So you still could have screened.
It was also a swap.
The wreck was actually here.
Yeah, it was swapped for.
Oh,
the wreck was swapped for.
Right, I blitzed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
so
either
I could
way.
have moved it somewhere else. Right, because this is a juror right here, which was part of the calculus.
That juror was like, I was like, what the hell is that juror doing? And then it came in clutch, and I was like, all right.
Okay, but
yeah,
even right here with the spy fly, it's still 6 away from this media, so I don't think you could have gotten a wreck on that spy fly.
Yeah, I probably would have had to like blitz.
So you're still looking at having to go this way, and Percy in the meanwhile lined up for this single, so I don't...
so if he's lined up there, I can take him down the same line, right? Right, if I just throw him to here and then back?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 2 less damage because it's a con yard, because one of the buildings is incombustible and there's no juror.
Yeah.
And it's more whites because you have to move around and then move over.
Well, I just have to go here, and Maxim just goes up, right?
Maxim...
Because Maxim's here, so Maxim just goes here. Right?
Well, to line up here, Maxim can't be there. He has to be all
actually
the way
goes
up
there
and
then steps over one. Like, it's fine.
So I guess that still works, but yeah.
Yep.
It's more dice intensive for sure.
And it is targeting Percy, so you've also got to deal with Def 9 instead of Def 8. But
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. After my miss, I was just sort of scrambling for what to do, and I didn't think too hard on positioning.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that.
Because the other thing that I was thinking was with the way that you had things set up. Percy could have potentially stepped to... Oops, let's actually pick up the Percy and not the media company. He could have stepped to, like, here, and there was a unit here or something.
Yeah, but Blitz.
Yeah, I always forget to think in Mecha Maxim, which is a bad idea. Considering how often I play Brett.
No, I kept in my mind that I wasn't going to be using his units as screens. So.
Sorry, what was that, Mike?
Sorry, I'm like jumping in and out. I'm doing shit at my house, but I was all aboard that initial plan, and that's definitely like a play style issue. But because what did we say that building missed?
It was 68.
78. Was it? I thought it was 78.
It was
78. I thought it was 78.
It was 252 into a 7.
It was about 70%. So
yeah.
Okay.
70%. Yeah. So you're looking at like a 70% chance to probably win the game, or at least like put the game in like your favor.
I mean, the second attack was risky too. Like we rolled it out at the end. Yeah, because it was 3, 4, 5 into a 9.
3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Yeah, but I don't know. It's hard. I go for those all the time. Like I don't. you know, you're like looking for feedback. I don't know. Like, I love those kind of plays because it catches people off guard. And if you hit it, like, oh man, if you hit one of those against Nick, like, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
brain just melts.
I strongly considered it. You know.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said,
Middle
it was
90s.
deliberate bait, but like it could very easily have gone poorly for me.
Yeah, I've honestly, I'm so used to playing against Brett and just going like, okay, I'm not reasonably gonna get good odds to hit his monster on the first turn, so I'm just gonna go fuck with his power base.
Oh, I'm fucking cursed with that because every time I try doing that, it always pops on me.
So Nick,
Yeah,
did
the
you
problem
say
was
that
his
you
power
got all of
base
our
was
results?
here, and here.
Yeah, I'm doing. Actually, let me take a snapshot of your game real fast.
I actually sent you one. Should be pretty
sweet.
good.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I'll submit them all for.
Yeah, I guess I can
as
stop
my
the
penance
stream.
there.
Huh?